Hey, what's going on, family? This is AK International, man. Back at y'all again, man. Coming to you live. I know it's been a minute, but we're gonna make it happen today. Yeah, I come here today, man. We're gonna talk about these special elections, and these new tariffs that this cat put down on us, man. So we're gonna get right down to it. We're gonna get right into it, man. First of all, we want to talk about the special elections. The Senate seats in PA wins by the win is by the Democrats. Democrats won that election today for a Senate seat, so did get another Senate seat, which is good. We need as many of them seats as we could get, so we can start putting up a fight against some of the stuff that Orange Carrot is doing. The Dems won that seat in Pennsylvania. It was James Mullen, and then in Iowa, Mike Zimmer won another Senate seat. So we don't want to see in Pennsylvania, and we don't want to Senate seat in Iowa, which is good. And I know these happened. These couple of races happened a couple of days ago, but I was trying to wait for them to get through with all the races, so I could come at y'all and let y'all know who won. And these seats is very important, like I say. So for checks and balances, even though we still need more seats in the House and Supreme Court seats, state Supreme Courts actually, because we won one of them too. But like I say, yeah, Mike Zimmer won that seat in Iowa, and then the Democrats won another seat in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin seat that they won was a Supreme Court seat. Is in the Supreme Court that they won that seat, which is good because, like I say, man, all this stuff is important. That's the only way that we can get some checks and balances on this dude, man. Because right now he's off the rails with all the stuff that he's doing. It's gonna make it hard for everybody. It's gonna make it hard for everybody. I know people are already feeling the pain, but you ain't really felt the pain that you're gonna feel. But by the time this man get through, it's really crazy what's going on. So you guys know that Elon Musk was out there in Wisconsin giving out $1 million checks, and also he gave away a lot of money. We're gonna go right through it. In Wisconsin, the Supreme Court, Susan Crawford wins the seat uh, uh, in Wisconsin, which, like I say, is a beautiful thing, man. We just couldn't uh, get it no better. Wisconsin came up and spoke why Elon Musk thought that he was thinking that he was gonna buy the Supreme Court seat, going out there spending all that money. But then people in Wisconsin seen right through that, which was a beautiful thing, man. I think that was really beautiful. And like I say, Susan Crawford won that seat, and then the Senate seat in Florida. Susan Crawford won that seat. Yeah, in Florida, it was another seat for a House seat that they was fighting for. They was fighting to get that House seat over in Florida, right? And in Florida, oh, the Dems didn't win that. Of course, we wasn't gonna win that because you know how Florida is. Florida's made up and with it'd be a lot of racism and all that stuff going out there. So a lot of these people get out there and vote against themselves. Even the people that they uh, start deporting back, from the Cubans to the Latin people, they just start deporting these people back. And I don't understand. I don't know if them people are voting for them or just didn't vote. But the Republicans won that seat in Florida, a House seat, which we needed. We needed the House seat bad. Between this election and the election that's coming up within a year or so, another election is going to come up. We need all them seats that we can get, so we could stop some of the bleed and stop a lot of this nonsense that's going on. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. Randy Fine wins that seat to become the national security advisor. House. He's a House Republican. So he just won that seat in the House, and he's going to be the national security advisor. So you know how that go. Whatever Trump say go. So that was a fatal loss for us, for real. If you ask me, that's how I feel about it. And so like I say, he won that House of Representatives seat, and then Jimmy Patrones wins the seat in another seat in Florida, which is a Republican, that won that seat. That was another seat we needed. We didn't need to lose that seat at all, but your boy old Jimmy Patronis wins the seat in Florida. That's another House of Representatives, like I said, seat. So the Republic. So basically, what's going on in the House? In the House, we are ahead in the Senate, but in the House, we need them House seats. We need the House and the Senate seats, but we definitely need them House seats because we starve reform. But I'm proud of the wins that we did get in them states and the Supreme Court. That was a beautiful thing. That was a real beautiful thing. And so now, in the House of Representatives, the Republicans hold 220 seats in the House. And like I say, they doing their thing over there. But in the House, the Democrats only got 213 seats. So they have 7 more seats than we got. You know what I mean? And we need to get them seats in any other election that comes up, and especially in these special elections. And even when it's election time, we need to get take that House back. That's the only way that we have enough power to really uh, handle a lot of this BS that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody needs to think about that and get out and vote when it's time to go vote, not just in the presidential elections, because it's very important. Because the everything got to go through the House and the Senate. But when the Republicans is holding more seats than more holding the House and the presidency and the Supreme Court, it's a bad thing. It's kind of hard to do something in the Senate. It's really hard to get something done. That's why the Democrats ain't getting nothing done. And then, like I always say, man, I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm a right and wrong type guy. And then when I see things that's wrong, that's going wrong, and seeing how people are getting treated and how things is going, then that's when I got a problem. And I don't. It don't matter to me about who it's with, Republican, Democrat, or whatever. But right now, the way our country is going, man, it got a lot of people out here on the limb. Even if you ain't affected by it just yet, hey, believe me, the heat is coming. The heat is coming. All the rhetoric is here. Is going down. You know, and like I said, Elon Musk in that Wisconsin Supreme Court seat, to show you how important this seat is. This man went down here with this Wisconsin seat for the Supreme Court. He went down there. He spent over $20 million in Wisconsin, and really races like this, in these special elections and stuff like that, they really don't get paid that type of attention to. The way that the attention was on that race and on that seat, and for him to go down there, he got his little cheese head thing on his head, and going down there throwing money around, giving out checks, and trying to get people to go in there and vote. Man, all that stuff is for a reason, man. They want to have all the power so they could do any and everything that they could do, like they've been doing, and that's what people got to realize, man. It's really going down. It's really going down, man. And man, I really want y'all to know that, to know that it's real. It's really real out here, man. So, pay attention to what's going on, man, and get out and vote, man, so we can stop the bleeding. The bleeding had already started, but we want to stop it. And then, like I say, that man just spent $20 million in the Wisconsin, and gave away millions of dollars in checks, trying to get these people to vote. They're basically trying to buy election. I mean, that's what it's all about, trying to buy an election, man. But guess what? Wisconsin wasn't having it. Wisconsin said no, 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 no. This ain't going down. And Wisconsin spoke. They got up and they spoke, and they spoke big. And I respect that. Why? More than likely, why? Because people have already been feeling the pain for the things that they already have done already. That's the thing about it. So they stood up and spoke about it. They spoke on it, which is a beautiful thing. And now, man, I'm gonna go to another thing, man. I just wanted to get them elections out the way so y'all can know what's going on, family. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to everybody, man. But everybody need to stay on top of their game, man. So we don't be out here like slacking and slipping and all that. I mean, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or the Green Team. It don't matter. It's just time to vote for to save us and save our country. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, family. That's the way I look at it anyway. You know, like I say, it's real out here. But we gonna hey man, as a matter of fact, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. I would really appreciate it, man. So it can keep me working and keep me on top of my game, man. Keep me going. But anyway, we're gonna go to the tariffs, man. All these is new tariffs that he just did, and he's putting more percentages on these different countries, man. This crazy what is gonna hurt all of us, man. Because the man's way of thinking is like ludicrous to me. Why you got all these people out here hurting, and you taking they medical and all that kind of stuff. And I know I always talk about that stuff, but that's the stuff that's going on. That's the stuff that they doing. Which is crazy. So Trump puts a 10% tariffs on all countries. So every country that we deal with, at the least, he put a 10% tariffs on them. And when he put the 10% tariff on them, guess what? That put more taxes on you. That put more money that you got to spend in order to get these things. Which ain't good, man. Hey, man, look here, man. I don't want to spend no more money than I'm spending on stuff. As long as he keep putting these tariffs on folks, guess what? Everything that we get from them countries is going to cost us more. Really, to me, when you're saying you're putting tariffs on another country, to me, I feel like you putting tariffs on the American people, because we the one got to pay more for this stuff, for the things that you're doing, because of the way you think that everything should be, the way that he thinks that everything should go. Man, but we all know, if you don't know, you should know that man, this dude's not smart. It's not smart. A plumb idiot. Hurting all these people, man. It don't make sense. But like I say, he put a 10% tariff on all countries that we do business with which he calls it a baseline tariff, a baseline, and that's what he calls it. He calls it a baseline tariff. So basically, you and your baseline, guess what? It's hurting the people. It's hurting us with your baseline. You know, they don't them up there in that White House, man. They don't go through the things that we go through, man. We got to get it out the mud. Shit, they trust fund babies and steal the rest. Don't pay their people. Don't do none of that. We done all heard all the stories about how they do. So man, folks need to wake up and realize and see and smell the coffee on what's going on, man, because we're the ones that's gonna suffer behind these tariffs. That's why I came on here to talk about it. And then people that think that I'll be redundant and repeating the same thing over and over, but when you busy upping tariffs on people and you charging them more tariffs, guess who that's hurting? That's hurting us. So really, man, we need to get with the program, man. We need to get with the program and really recognize what's going on, man. Because if you don't feel it by now, you gonna feel it because it ain't nothing never enough with him. The orange man, it's nothing never enough with him. So and so, like I say, man, and the 10%, that's a baseline tariff. That's on all countries. Every country that we deal with, he put at least, that's at the least a 10% tariff. And the higher the tariff go, guess what? The more extra money that's coming out your pocket that you got to spend when you go to buy something that comes from them countries. And a lot of our stuff come from other countries. Yeah. And then, like I say, that's a baseline tariff. That's what he calls it. And then he got another tariff that he came out with that he's calling a reciprocal tariff. A reciprocal tariff on what he calls a reciprocal tariffs on what he calls on the worst countries. So now he's putting the reciprocal tariffs on the worst countries. So now what that means is that the tariffs is going to be higher on these countries that he considered worst countries. Why, I don't know, but I mean, it just seems like I think I'm a king thing and bow down to the throne, and really these people ain't really bowed down. Really, it's hurting us. So when people say, "Oh well, this is America, so we should do this and we should do that," well, as he doing it, guess what? You spending more money on the things that you need and your kids need. And they already taken away all the stuff that they taken away that we've been seeing, that we've been talking about. Ain't no need to go through the whole long laundry list of stuff that they taking away and the things that they trying to take away. Ain't no need of us doing that. We already know that. So basically, man, I mean, man, think about what's going on. You got to think about what's going on, man. And this reciprocal tariffs on all countries, man, it's crazy. But I'm gonna break it down even more. And the baseline starts on the baseline tariff starts on April the 5th. These tariffs will affect friends and foe. These tariffs that this baseline is hurting friends and foe. It's hurting, so it's hurting everybody, and it's hurting you. Whether you know it or not, it's hurting you, family. So we need to look at all this stuff for what it is, man. And when these special elections come in your state, everybody needs to get out and vote. Everybody needs to get out and vote, man, so we can stop this bleeding. Because if we go 4 years with this keep happening and keep going on without having some kind of breathing room, because we're not gonna get it. But I guarantee you, by the time the next election come next year in 2026, guess what? You've been to feel the pain, and the only thing that you could really do about it is raise your voice and go vote. That's all you could do about it. So please do that. Make sure you do. But like I say, these baseline tariffs start off on April the 5th. tariffs will affect friends and foe, and will change what we pay for, what we already for our everyday items. This is just on the baseline tariffs. We ain't got to the people that he's calling the worst actors right now. We just talking about a baseline for all countries, 10% tariffs on them. You know, and these are for everyday items that you get, that you go buy out the store. So by the time they ship it here, and 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 they go get it and put it to the store, in the stores, to the corporations, guess what? They're gonna charge you more because they had to pay more in taxes on this stuff, because he playing with tariffs and he's playing with your life. And like I said, and he is in his 60 countries, he is calling the worst. So out of all the countries that he put the tariffs on, he got 60 of them that he's calling the worst. And the ones that he's calling the worst, guess what? He's putting a higher tariff on it. So guess what? By the time the stuff get to you, you're gonna pay a lot for it. I keep reiterating that. You know, I'm not just sitting here just keep repeating tariff, tariff, tariff because I want to. Because I want to. You know, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. Oh my goodness. And what's shit? There's countries and is calling the ones he calling the worst countries are the or and the impact will hurt the economy. But when you're talking about the economy hurting, it's because people can't spend money, and this is what the the analyst said about it. You know, the people that do this here for the living, it say it will hurt the economy by 58%. 58%. Come on, man. And the economy's already hurting. But then you tack on another 58% to that. This is what the people that study that do this all the time. This ain't coming from me. I'm regurgitating what they're saying. That's all I'm doing. You know, I'm just regurgitating what they're saying. Oh man, I didn't see Big Buck coming in and leave. Big Buck came in and left. But yeah, 58%. And they say, and I don't know how they say, oh, it helped 28%, but it's no way. You know, with all these tariffs and stuff, and the only way you could say it's helping. Hey, what's up, Big Buck, man? Man, I don't even see you up here, man. I don't see your thing up here. How you doing, bro? How's everything going, man? Yeah, man, I'm sitting up here talking about, man, these things that this idiot is doing, man, with these tariffs, man. Mr. EOS, what it do, man? Blessed. That's what's up. That's what's up. And then, like I say, the economists say that it hurt the economy like 58%. And then they also said China put a 67% tariff on America, and that comes from all the stuff that they doing to them. You know, that they calling these people the worst actors, and like I say, the 10% is a baseline tariff that he's talking about, that he's putting on. Thanks for the like too, bro. And the 67% on the U.S. on America. So China put a 67%, but just because they already got these high tariffs on China, and now they're raising it more. It ain't that 10% baseline tariff that he's talking about that he's putting on these countries that's this not the bad actors. But I don't know what he considered bad actor, because last time I seen he was on there talking about it was domestic terrorism on Elon Musk, and then what they did at the White House January 6th. That wasn't terrorism. That was just good old nice protesting. Okay, and now there will be a 34% tariff on on our Chinese imports. So basically, China already put like a 67% tariff on America, and then they put a 34% tariff on over Chinese imports. So all that stuff is coming out your pocket, pretty much. All these tariffs and stuff that he's talking about, all this stuff is coming out your pocket. This stuff ain't is not gonna hurt them people. I mean, they'll feel it, but man, I'm more concerned with how we feeling, what we got to go through, why he putting tariffs on them, and then we got to pay this extra money for it. He's already taken everything away from us. At least trying to. It's all in the mix. They've been doing it. So that's what that is. And that baseline 10% for all other countries. Now we're gonna go to, now he got another tariff that he's calling a reciprocal tariff. A reciprocal tariff. I want y'all to check this out. And this is stuff that just happened today. Like I say, the one tariff is going in effect tonight at midnight. So the reciprocal tariffs, this is a few, I'm gonna give y'all a few of the countries that he put these reciprocal tariffs on. He puts a few of the countries. One of them is China. One of them is Taiwan. One of them is India. Another one is the European Union. The European Union got 27 different countries down there. So he's talking about down in the European Union, and Trump believes it has to be paying for much gain. Okay, so he's already telling you're gonna feel the pain. I ain't the only one sitting here saying what you're gonna feel in your pocketbook, and when you go into to these stores, whether it's groceries, whether it's clothes, whether it's shoes, whether it's stuff for your baby, whatever it is. He already talking about you got to feel much pain for some gain. The company that Big Buck say the company that receives the goods has to pay all that rolls down to the consumer. Exactly. Because the company, you're right, Buck, because the company is not getting ready to lose. The company ain't gonna lose a dime. What they gonna do, they gonna go ahead and put that cost on over to you, just coming out of your pocket. So you gonna hurt off of this. And man, is tariffs on a lot of different goods that we get from other countries that you can't help but feel the pain, because that corporation ain't gonna pay it. They'll pay it, but they're gonna sell it to you for a higher price, pretty much. But how much and how long? The companies want to know. Trump is telling these people that oh, you got to have some pain for a lot of gain. But these corporations want to know for how long. You know what I'm saying? They want to know for how long is this gonna go. You know, because how long can they stand to pay these prices? And especially if the American people ain't going out buying this stuff, because a lot of people ain't going to be able to even go afford some of the stuff to get shipped over here to this country that they putting tariffs on. So basically, how much it has. So basically, the companies want to know, but how much and how long? Because the American companies are not going to pay. Is not going to pay these high imports. So basically, what he's saying that the American company ain't getting ready to pay for these high imports, and we have to pay for it if you going to buy stuff, and then the fees, I mean these high imports, the fees and these he's talking about we just going to buy U.S. Products, U.S. and build American. And how long is this going to? So if we buying U.S. products and we building everything U.S. If we buying all these products, where are we getting from the products? Where are we getting these products from? Because some of these products we don't have here, and some of these products, and even if you wanted to go set up these factories and different stuff like that to try to start making this stuff and try to start getting this stuff done, how long is that going to take? That stuff takes a good long while. You won't, by time that even start working, he wouldn't even be in office no more. That stuff takes a long time to put that stuff together to accommodate everybody, all these people. And in the meanwhile, you either get cheaper stuff or you paying so much money for this stuff to where you can't afford it. You might start off affording it, but in the end, at the rate he's going, up in the dollars on the tariffs, every time you turn around, every week on the tariffs, you turn around, he's up in the dollar. Guess what? You're not going to be able to keep affording that. You're not, because it's too much. But so basically, he wants us to wait and let them build something, a whole brand new thing. Nah, man, that's not going to work. How long that's going to take? And then now you got your boy. This is, and then, that matter of fact, you got your boy. Nah, I'm not gonna go there. I forgot one other country. He put 40. Let me show y'all something, man. Man, this is bananas, man. He put 46% tariffs on Vietnam. 46% tariffs on Vietnam. I already gave y'all about 3 or 4 countries, but it's 60 of them all together. I'm just going over the ones that they let be known today. So them the ones that I spoke on, but I had forgot Vietnam with the tariffs they put on them. But I'm still not through with this tariff thing. But this right here is funny to me. Now you got your boy Elon Musk is now talking about his time is coming to an end. Now he want to talk about his time is coming to the end inside the Trump administration. You know, y'all know why, right? Because he done sit up and he done went out and he done gave out all this money. He done gave out all these over $20 million to try to win that, try to buy that Supreme Court seat up in Wisconsin the other day. And on top of the $20 million, he was giving out checks for millions of dollars, trying to get people to vote on that Wisconsin seat. But Wisconsin seen right through him and said, "Screw you," and they voted for Susan, and she won that Supreme Court seat, the state Supreme Court seat. She won that seat, which was good, and had him up there clowning himself with the cheese head and all that stuff. And thinking that, yeah, you're gonna go throw your money around, but people are starting to see through all this BS by this little time that y'all been in here, and all these people y'all firing and all the stuff that y'all sending these people through. They starting to see through y'all. So guess what they doing? They voting against it because they know you're a bunch of liars. That's what's going on. And now all of a sudden, after that election, now he's talking about today his time with the Trump administration is coming to an end. Yeah, because you see that you're spending a lot of money, your car business is going to shit, and then and not only this, that you just throwing money away trying to win things. People done got, when you first bought the election for Trump with that almost $300 million, guess what? People recognize what you did now by the things y'all doing up in the White House. So yeah, you tired of spending your money and ain't getting no wins out of it. But you did get some wins out of it because you got some government contracts that you making all that money off of. We talking about Elon Musk right now. You know, so you did get some wins out of it. It wasn't just a total loss for you, buddy. You know, and also about here go another thing that's going down. Also about the tariffs, because of these tariffs. Now, mind you, the stock market already been down. So since it done went down, when it goes up a little bit, then they say, "Oh, the stock market came up," which it really ain't came up. It ain't came up back to what it was before they took office. So it's never came back up to that. Not at all. What they talking about when they say it came up? Oh, it came up from where it was once they beat it all the way down. But it's never going to come up like it was with all these tariffs on these people, because the folks don't know what the economy is going to do with all these putting all these tariffs on people, because they realize we're putting these tariffs on the people, it hurts the American people, and they're not going to be able to keep up with the things that's going on. So they don't want to bet on that. They smart people. They know how the stock market works. So that's what's going on. And I just figured I need to put that out there before I go on to say this. Nasdaq is down by 2.5%. That's 2.5% that is down from the Nasdaq. That don't mean it was up and doing good. That's not what that means. That means that it done went down 2% more from what it was, because it ain't never got back to what it was when the other administration was in office. You know. And then the UCSP 500 is down to, I think it's like 1.5% or 1.6%. 1.6%. The UCSP 500 is down 6%. But 1.6%. But watch this. Watch this. Let me tell you something. This how this works. Okay, it holds the UCSP. It holds people's 401ks and different stuff like that. So now I want you to see where I'm going with this. If that's what's controlling people's 401k, where people's 401k sits at, guess what? That's messing with them people's retirement money. That's messing with that money. When the UCSP 500 go down, guess what? It messes with people's retirement. I just had to put that in there. and that's crazy. You know, this is money that these people already work for, and he playing around because he don't care. He don't care about the people. He don't care about the people's money. He could care less than a man. He don't care, man. And it's down 1.6% after hours. That was today. And he also believes, this is what this fool believed. He also believed that these tariffs is going to create a shift. Yeah, it is. It's gonna. He's right. It is going to create a shift to people to the poorhouse. To the poorhouse, because he already, you contradicted yourself. You say one thing, then you say another. You say it's going to be a lot of pain, much pain before you. It's going to be pain before you get much gain. So basically, what you saying? Eventually, we ain't talking about eventually. People ain't living for eventually. People are living for now. Don't nobody know when our number is called, when we gonna leave this earth. Don't nobody know that. We living for now. What's going on now? You breaking the country down, the economy down. You bringing people down economically in the whole nine. You making prices raise up on cars, houses, and all this stuff. Even the cars, the stuff with the cars, man. People ain't gonna be able to be afford no new car. People and they gonna go up on used cars. This is what the economists say. They're gonna go up on used cars because of all these tariffs and getting stuff shipped in and out and all these extra import taxes on top of the tariffs and all that stuff. Guess what? All this stuff is gonna go up, and people can't afford that stuff. They're not gonna be able to, even if they can now. And right now, you're gonna feel the pain. That's all I'm saying. And I keep on preaching and saying more and more about this tariff stuff. I know I'm talking about it, but he changes it all the time. He'd have 10% tariffs, 25% tariff, 46% tariffs. You putting all these tariffs on people, and really, like I say, people be thinking that I'm talking about, oh, the poor other countries. No, poor America, because we the ones have to pay for it. That's what I want people to realize. And he said that these tariffs is going to create a shift and bring back jobs. But right now, right now the retail prices go up. So basically, he's talking about in the future what it's gonna do. By the time it do that, he's so damn old. Shit, who's to say? But but the retail prices right now though, the retail prices is going up. The retail prices is going up for clothes and shoes and food. And a lot of our foods, our spices and different foods and stuff come from other countries. Other countries, a lot of your vegetables and all these different type of things. A lot of stuff come from different countries, man. A lot of this different stuff, spices and all that stuff, man. And so it's gonna hurt you everywhere from the clothes, from your clothes to your shoes to your to your groceries, all the way to your automobile. I mean, it don't make no sense. Uh, then okay, this idiot Trump, 25% tariffs go in effect at midnight. So 25% of the countries that he got 25% tariffs on, and I don't even think it's just 25%. That's just 25% on top of what he already had on China and these other countries. He put another 25% on these countries, and it goes in effect tonight at midnight. What they gonna do to us? It's not gonna help us. And this is, I talk about this tariff stuff is because it's important, because when you start to feel it, I want you to remember AK International was telling us this. And I hope it don't have to get to that. I hope you listening now, preparing yourself, saving your dollars, managing your money well, because at the end of the day, you're going to need it or you will be outside. And they don't care nothing about you being outside. That's why they're trying to get rid of all these programs, all your Section 8s and all that kind of stuff. They're trying to get rid of all that stuff. And that's another good reason for people, everybody, I don't care what level you on, it's good to get out and go vote, because it's going to impact you. You may think that oh, you ain't into politics, but politics is into you. Everything you do in your life got to do with politics. So get out and vote, raise your voice, do what you got to do, and prepare for what's coming. He already said you're gonna hurt before you gain. So what that tells me is to save my cash, kick back, relax, sacrifice some things. I might not be able to do all the things that I've always been doing. Just relax, bro. Save your money and watch what the economy do, and watch how stuff go up. If you save your money right, you just may be able to last and pay your rent or pay your mortgage and pay your car note and get you some food and clothe your kids, you know. But like I say, midnight tonight, 25% tariffs is going on China, Japan, Brazil, and the European Union tonight at midnight. It's going 25% tariffs is going to be on China, Japan, Brazil, and the European Union. So I mean, that says it all. We get a lot of stuff from each one of them countries. And that's how come a lot of these countries went over and joined BRICS, man. Because once you get to doing this stuff, man, they ain't got to come back and deal with you. That's what I be saying, man. They just isolating folks. But let me finish this, and now I'm gonna go and talk about it. And we have a lot of food products imported, and also cars and car insurance. These additional to what we already going through. So now you got your cars going up, cars insurance going up, used cars going up. Everything that we do is going up. Ain't nothing going down. And when you be in that office, man, folks be going in there, supposed to be going in there to vote to make things better for you and your family. But from the looks of it, he's doing just the opposite, and he's telling you what he's doing. Oh, it's gonna get worse before it get better. You think you just gonna tank a whole economy that was doing just fine? I mean, could have been better. But it was doing a whole lot better than what it's doing right now and what it's gonna do. You want to take a whole economy to make yourself feel like you making everybody bow down to you and what you think and what you talking about. You want to tank a whole economy in order to make yourself feel big and good. And then as you tanking the economy with these tariffs, you turn around and you shutting down all programs that help the people when times get hard and times get bad. You crashing them out. You and your wife Elon Musk or your husband, one of the two. You crashing all these programs out. You want to take Social Security from people. You want to take Medicare from the people. You want to do all these things and crash the economy at the same time. That's somebody that's saying that they don't give a damn about you. Nothing about you. Because now you ain't got no place to run to get help from. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to the welfare office. You can't go get no EBT. You can't go get no medical. You can't do. This is what he's trying to do, even if he ain't got it achieved it all yet. He want to take Social Security away from your mama, your grandmama. He want to take Social Security away from them. So what is the people? Where the people got to? Where can they go get some help from when a lot of people didn't need no help to begin with because the economy was just fine before you tanked it out, but you gonna come and tank it out just to prove a point with all these tariffs? Make that make sense? I can't make it make sense, people, unless you just plumb out evil and stupid. That's all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying, man. But man, I just hope y'all realize and look at what's going on. If you add it all up, I just closed it out. I just made it I simplified it for what it is and showed you all the things that he's doing and what he's doing to make it hard for you and what he's doing to tank the economy. And you will feel these things at the grocery store and every place else. You better believe that. Hey, family, this is AK International, man. I appreciate everybody. Big Buck, I appreciate you, my brother, man. As usual, man, much love, man. You know, I appreciate everything. I appreciate your lights and all that, man. I really do. But yeah, man, we didn't end this thing up, wind it up. I think I brought it on home to make it where people could see it, understand, and see how it's being done and see what they doing, man. And that's all I could do, man. Much love to all the family, for people that watch, the people that's not watching. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. This is AK International, man. Much love. I'm out.